The subject, excuse me, the subject of cancer is a sensitive one to many and some because there are those that have lost loved ones as a result of some form of cancer, to include myself. I've lost loved ones, family, friends, and associates. And there are some of you that may even have cancer currently. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I'm going to be brother teacher. I'm going to be who I am. And I'm doing this out of love, but I'm going to tell you this, and sometimes my videos may be very, very redundant. You'll see a lot of things that I talk about in one video on one particular subject matter. Some of the principles and or concepts will bleed over into another video. It's because it's basically the same. It's all at the end of the day about educating yourself and to stop allowing the world around you to fashion what you already know is true. To stop people from gaslighting you when you know something actually is a fact. They try to tell you that it's not. Just because they have a certificate or a license hanging on a wall somewhere. They want to make you believe that you're 10 karat crazy and that you don't know what you're talking about. Cancer, you're really not born with cancer. Okay? You can have some cells in your body that are damaged. The DNA is damaged. This is from my research now. And what happens is that your body will either uh, get rid of those cells or those cells will die off. Now, with cancer cells, if they don't die off, oftentimes, depending on where it is in your body, it will grow. It can start out small, the cancer cells, and if the conditions are right for those cancer cells, they will grow and they will metastasize, spread. Okay? So, how does this happen, teacher? Ladies and gentlemen, understand this. Uh, we must remember in the beginning, when we were created, everything was perfect. We didn't have disease. I'm talking about the creator when I say created and perfect. We didn't have disease. Now, cut back hundreds and even thousands of years, when man began to mess with nature, what God, Yahweh, Allah created, things changed. Our chemistry began to change because we started eating food that was manufactured. Nature doesn't manufacture food and add ingredients to it, emulsifiers and genetically modified ingredients and sugars and dyes and colors and flavor enhancers and things like that. Only man does that. And only man has done that. Real food has no ingredients. It comes from nature the way it is. Natural. Hence the word nature being the base word. So now, we live in a toxic world. All of the factories that have sprung up throughout the last 100 or so years, pollution is in the air, that seen and that which is unseen. We inhale it, We taste it, we smell it, we absorb it through our skin, and we drink it in our municipal water. The chemicals are in our foods, it's in our soil from glyphosate or Roundup and all of the other insecticides and herbicides and fungicides and so forth. It goes through our food manufacturing process, and we are consuming those things. For the most part, this is what causes cancer to take hold of us, our biology. Now, one of the most favorite things that cancer loves and what helps it to grow is sugar. Did you not know? Sugar is a carcinogen. Sugar, when I say sugar, I'm talking about processed sugar, the white stuff that originally comes from sugar cane and is bleached and is altered so badly that it ends up in what we see and have seen for years in the shakers, in the boxes, in the bags, in the grocery stores. It's in our confectionery products, donuts, cookies, pies, and things like that. It's sugar. Sugar helps cancer to grow. Cancer loves the sugar molecule. If we can stop doing that, we can mitigate cancer. We could. But guess what? The food industry won't let us do that. It's sugar in virtually everything that we consume as a food product. There's sugar in ketchup, mustard, sauces, salad dressings, barbecue sauce, puddings. Well, we know that. In virtually everything. So, let's start there. I'm guilty. I consumed sugar as a child all the way up into my adulthood, lost my teeth, and so forth as a product of that. But I'm smarter now. I know this. I study this. I do this for a living. Martial arts, health, and fitness. Now, sugar. Sugar causes cancer. Sugar helps cancer to grow. It's on the top of the list of things that cancer loves and feeds off of. So, ladies and gentlemen, I told you already, briefly, where cancer comes from. The environment is toxic. We're exposed to it every day. If we want to relieve ourselves of cancer, what we must do is get back to nature and start eating, consuming whole foods, and taking care of our bodies. You follow what I'm saying? The people, unfortunately, that have passed away that we have loved already, they're gone. But we can take a page from this video, this book, and from their books and their lives, and we can do better, can't we? So, it's difficult. Some might think it's impossible. It's a habit. I want to have a chocolate chip cookie from time to time, or a chocolate cake. I do, because I enjoy it. The problem with most people is that they don't know when to pump the brakes and say, that's enough, I'll do this once in a while. They do it all of the time, and then it takes over. And then the next thing you know, you're being diagnosed with something, a disease or another. Please take these words to heart. I say this out of love because I've studied this for some years. It's not my opinion. It's a fact. But the industry don't want you to know this, and they don't want you to stop because they make billions of dollars off of our ignorance. Stay up, stay healthy, and study.